basically, over and over and over, and that is just not fun. So now we can start construction on 2 stables, because we were in there for so long. We had 4,000 gold. We can start production on 2 of those stables, and move our army back in, replenish the food, replenish the troops here, and deal with this time of peace. Now, I do want peace for a while, as nostalgia has been kicked in. We are at -3, but we don't want anything unnecessary to happen to our guys, to our cities. I mean, we're war-torn right now, burned down almost everything, except for, like, this village, which we just now rescued. So we're going to go ahead and sit in peace for a while and let
Political view.
politics work itself out. Trade agreement being offered from Brittany. I'm going to decline that. I don't have a reason to have a trade agreement with them. France looks to be pretty much hated by the rest of the world. Notice these little fires here. These fires indicate that rebels are in that province plundering something. So we can see there are some big problems here with rebellions. Interesting to look at how war-torn Europe is. I mean, we look at our territories, we think we're in a bad situation. We just looked at those. Almost our entire cities are burned down. This looks to be even worse, as province after province is just being torn apart by rebels. And it seems to be very localized to where Germany once was. And France now taking over what Burgundy was, which was also Italy. Very big problems here with nostalgia. People very tired of war. And so rebellions are being incited all over the countryside. Again, we want to wait for 2000, as we're going to start stable production on pretty much everything. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and refill all my squads for another 600. And in fact, we may want to upgrade some of our stuff instead of going for more stables. Now, I talked earlier, but needing a sword master smithy. This comes from upgrading the swordsmith itself, which when you do that you get +5 siege defense, but your swordsman units are also stronger coming out of it. They have better swords and thus do more damage in the battles that they will be involved in. Quarry -5. My people aren't very war-torn here in Ulster, as our capital did not take too much damage in the war with the
Political
Highlands
view.
or the Lothians. York ended up giving us some territory for free,
The
and so
Pope has called for a crusade.
we were able to expand, and without without having to go to war. As you heard there, the Pope called for another crusade against Kazan again. Marshal Albrecht from Germany took the lead. Now, if you deny taking the lead, if you refuse to use your marshal to fight the crusades, there is a high probability the Pope will excommunicate you. If you're excommunicated, pretty much the entire Christian world is going to declare war on you. Also, fun fact, if you ever do manage to take Rome, which mind you is the hardest city in the entire game to take, it's the most heavily fortified, if you do manage to take it, the entire Christian world will declare war on you. It doesn't matter if you're Christian. If you wipe out the papacy, you wipe out the Pope, the Christian world will come to kill you. But if you can hold on to Rome, you will have a massive amount of wealth and power. You can see inside the city very upgraded buildings here. They're, towers, stone walls, gatehouses, a massive castle. I mean, this is a very strong location to hold. Um, but that's why the papacy only starts with one and not all of Italy. If they started with more, they could spiral out of control and get far too powerful for what would make for a good game. Just waiting a little bit longer here, going to get that 2,000 gold. And notice our
Your
income
gold,
is
sir.
now at 124.30 from expenditures from our marshals. We did give the marshals a raise. That happens automatically. Start construction on the stable there. And one of these marshals has considerably more income now because they've been doing us a very good service here in war. Almost costing 3,000 now to increase our kingdom power. Now, dishonor.
A
Whenever
new
something
construction has
like
been finished,
dishonor
sire.
shows up, it means that the person or country that did that loses kingdom power, and basically whatever agreement they had with the country they dishonored is now broken. So Pechenegs dishonored their alliance with Byzantium when asked to attack Hungary. If I declared war on
Political
York,
view.
which I would want to do in normal situations, as they are stuck in between, halves of my empire, I would have to break and dishonor the non-aggression pact, which would lower my kingdom power and make my people unhappy. Now I have to be very certain that I'd be able to win this war before going to war with them. Otherwise, I could quickly fall to rebellions or lack of money because of dishonoring my relationship. It also makes my reputation with the rest of the world very poor, as they will not trust me and they will not make relationships for a very long time. A good way to check whether or not you can win a war is to go to valuable rumors. The Earldom of York has more marshals, but they're rather unskilled by comparison. We have few marshals, and they are skilled. He's kin to Earldom of Wessex, so York and Wessex are related. He's managing it very well. His influence is strong, which means his economy is strong. His income is very high. York, very powerful, as we see in our trade 17. They have gotten a little bit weaker, but they did give us one of their territories. And that is all that we have on merchant reports here. Economical information, their income 54, they have 515 gold, 2 on the kingdom power, 4 provinces with 33 total trade potential. Cut that in half unless
I
you
am at
educate
your
your merchants
disposal, sire.
to the maximum level. Then you'll be able to get the full trade potential from those countries. Waiting for this stable to finish here and replenish our forces while we can. At plus 7 workers, this will be done very quickly. We can also force it to finish if we have 360 gold we want to burn. Now 150. We can just force it to finish right away.
We have built a new building, sire.
However, we're not in any rush. Let's go ahead and look at what we can build here. A lot of different types of units here, and in fact, we can build feudal knights here, eventually. It'll be a while, it'll cost a lot of money. Swordmaster smithies, 5,000, and the plate armor. I'm talking about armor here. We have an armory, scale armor, plate armor, and chainmail workshop. Plate armor is 5,000, and armory is 2,000. So it's about 12,000 gold before we'd ever be able to build those feudal knights. Let's go ahead and get started on that, get the armory in progress. So that concludes part 2 of Let's Play Knights of Honor. Monday, Let's Play with MOH OBT, that is one bad Terran. Go ahead and check in next Monday for a continuation of Knights of Honor, as we hope
Political.
to perhaps take over York, maybe Wessex, or we might even invade the mainland. Let's see what next week has in store for us. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.